you could just fill in the card, please.
Why?
Just for our records.
I can't fill this in. It wants my address.
Yes?
I can't possibly fill in my address, obviously. I mean, you might put this somewhere where somebody sees it, mentions it to somebody else, who then knows I'm not at this address this weekend and breaks into my house and steals everything.
Shall I call the manager?
Well, how do I know it's really the manager?
Well, can't you just put your phone number?
What for? I'm here.
Freezing! Well, I told you to dress for it. What sort of person wears a sports jacket on the back of a Triumph Bonneville?
The person whose clothes have all been ruined when his suitcase was flattened by a cement lorry on the M3.
Well, you should have held on to it.
I was holding onto the bike.
Relax, Phil. You have to be at one with the machine, you know? Muscle, chrome and leather.
Excuse me, Mr. Marlon Brando, the wild one. Oh, God, a fire.
I knew it. I knew it.
You what?
She got here early. Need I say more?
Yes.
What is the main reason a person turns up to a hotel before everyone else?
I don't know.
To make sure they get the pick of the rooms.
Why?
Why do you think? This is what she's been waiting for. Away from the pressures of work, a beautiful setting. This is the perfect opportunity to finally get things going again.
I don't know about that.
Believe me, Phil, I know her. When it's time for bed and she's away from home, she's going to want something familiar and comforting.
So that's it agreed, then. I'll take this card home, fill it in, and post it back to you when I get there.
Can I check in, please?
Excuse me, I'm talking. And in the meantime, I'll give you a fictitious address, which you can use for your own records.
You're not going to get burgled, Kate.
Ah, allow me to introduce Dr. Michael Jimson. He often assists the police using his psychic powers.
We're only here for 2 nights.
That's long enough.
Dr. Russell has a thing about leaving her home.
I do not have a thing about anything.
I'll put her address in.
No, I'll do it.
You're with the hospital party too?
Well, that's right, Jimson.
Ah, yes, Dr. Russell's already picked out your room.
I thought as I got here early.
Of course.
If you'd like to fill this in, please. Here we are, madam. Room 348.
Thank you. Have you got Dr. Jimson's key?
Room 2.
Room 2?
I picked it out for you myself. Now, if you'll excuse me... Oh. No, that's all right. I can manage.
No trouble.
It's just some research I'm reading.
5 Have Plenty of Fun by Enid Blyton.
When it's bedtime and I'm away from home, I like to have something familiar and comforting.
Dr. Brooke, I'm with St. James's. Well, looks like you were wrong about Kate.
You believed all that stuff about the room numbers?
Well, didn't you?
Oh, come on, Phil, you know Kate.
Dr. Jimson, Miss Ewitts has already arrived and asked that you all meet in the Vincent Price room at 7:30.
Excuse me, can...
She'll be lucky.
Why?
Phil, we're at a 4-star country hotel. There's room service, minibars. It's a Beano.
I thought we were here for training.
Plus, 100 to 1. I'll have been in my room 10 minutes and there'll be a little knock on the door. Look after my bag while I go and look up the bike.
Hello, sir. Just arrived.
Dr. Brooke, I'm with St. James's.
I see.
Do you have any clothes shops near here at all?
Well, there's only the village, sir. That's 4 miles away. But we can take anything you have and press it.
No, that won't be necessary, thank you. God, I could have been having a night off tonight. Why did we have to come to this
I
place?
told you, Phil, lighten up. You're not on duty now. The heat is off.
All right, you've had it coming, you lying, cheating pig!
Oh, my God! Call an ambulance! The police!
Yes, sir.
Let me just...
Go away!
I'm a doctor. I have to examine the wound.
Are you with the Murder Mystery Weekend?
What?
The Murder Mystery Weekend?
No.
Well, mind your own business, then.
Right. I'll be going then. It's very good. Hello, Rex. You have a good journey down.
I want to change my room immediately.
I'm sorry, sir. We're fully booked at the moment.
I don't care if you've got a colony of live scorpions down your tights. I want to change.
There are no other rooms, I'm afraid. I'm sure you'll appreciate the problem.
I'm not interested in your problems. The room you have given me is tiny, dark, dirty, noisy, and smelly.
Well, that was specifically requested.
What?
When Miss Hewitt's made the booking, she did specify we allot you a particularly small room near the lifts above the kitchen and with restricted light. She added a small note that if we could fail to clean the room before your arrival, it would be especially appreciated.
Well, what did you think I was? A deaf midget albino with blocked sinuses and obsessional cleansing behaviour?
Sorry, sir. Is there anything I can do to make your stay here more pleasant?
Do you have a stapling machine and a small knife?
I think we may have in the office.
Well, go and get them and I'll explain what I want you to do with them. Is that all the luggage you have?
Yes.
Good. Then you won't need a very big room.
Hello, Phil. How's it going?
Well, all my clothes are ruined. And I've got a filthy room that smells of chips where I won't get a moment's sleep.
Wait till you have children. You won't believe the trouble I had getting away this weekend. Temper tantrums, crying fits, mental blackmail. I tried them all, and eventually my husband did agree to look after the children.
Ebbington Wood Hotel?
You've no idea how blissful it is to hear someone else do that. A whole weekend of freedom.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes?
Oh, it's your husband.
Yes. What have they done now?
Early. Come in. You?
You don't seem very pleased to see me.
Well, what are you doing here?
It's free country, isn't it? I can stay in any hotel I like.
On nurse's pay?
Friend in the business.
Ooh. Saucy secrets.
You know Phyllis here, don't you?
I know him very well. Particularly after that date you conned me into taking him on.
Oh, I get it.
Do you? I heard Dr. Russell has a room 3 floors away.
I don't know what kind of twisted revenge this is supposed to be.
Oh, it's not revenge. Actually, we had rather a nice time. It's more in the nature of a repayment.
I think you better leave now.
Well, you could be missing something that's to your advantage. If you change your mind, I'm in room 382.
Goodbye, Andy. It's just not fair. You're a human being. I'm flesh and blood. What am I supposed to do? Hello, Mandy. It's Michael. I'll be up in 20 minutes.
Now, the rain.
This is a nice room, too.
What the?
Nice view of the woods.
You're supposed to be 3 floors away.
Oh, I swapped with Beth. You know, you've left the bath running.
I can't keep up with you. You come on and go off more than the light in Pavarotti's fridge. Oh, it's at its coldest setting again, is it?
Just what are you insinuating?
Well, first of all, you give me the cold shoulder. The next thing I know, you're in the room next door.
Beth didn't want a ground floor room.
Oh, it's right.
What is that smirk supposed to mean?
Smirk?
On your face, inside your beard. At least I assume it's a beard. You could just have been eating treacle straight from the tin.
So this is all just a coincidence, is it? Down there in front of Phil, you're 3 floors away, when in fact, you're just next door.
No.
I'm right, aren't I?
No. Oh, God. Am I that transparent?
Yes.
Well, I thought it was a good idea. You must admit the famous 5 book was a nice touch. The famous 5. All right, I do really read the famous 5. But the rest was a ruse. Well, I had to do it. If Phil or one of the others knows, it'll all be round the hospital on Monday. I mean, you know what happens on these beanos. Away from the pressures of work, the constraints of home. As soon as the sun goes down, people's knickers drop faster than Clive James in a lift. I've thought about this a lot. I was wrong to cancel our romantic weekend. I want you to understand that I've made a rational decision. I want to do this.
Good.
Well, you better get dressed. We're due for Diana's meeting in 10 minutes.
You're going?
Well, that is what we're supposed to be here for. Why? What were you planning to do?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Have to make a phone call first.
Okay.
It's private.
Oh?
No, it isn't. Not private at all. Hello?
Hello?
This is room 2.
Oh, it's you.
That's right, Jimson.
What?
Yes, when we were talking earlier, there's been a slight change of plan. I forgot I was late for a meeting.
A meeting?
So if you could just cancel the room service.
Is there someone with you?
That's right, yes.
So are you still coming up later?
No, not really.
Would you rather I came down there?
That won't be necessary.
Oh, look, I'm coming down.
No, no, really, don't trouble yourself.
See you in a minute.
Thank you. Bye. Well, let's get off to this meeting then, shall we?
What's the hurry?
Well, we don't want to keep the others waiting.
We've still got a few minutes.
Well, let's be there first. After you.
We'll go together.
We're supposed to be 3 floors apart.
Oh, yes, that's very thoughtful of you.
Isn't it?
I'll see you down there.
Kate! Wait. I can't do this. I just can't do this.
What?
I'm sorry, it's not my fault.
What isn't? No!
What?
Don't open it when I'm in here.
I have to.
You can't.
I must.
Why?
Look, Kate. Do you trust me?
I suppose so.
Are you sure you're not... Oh, okay. What are you doing in here?
Well, thank you very much.
Kate.
I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, Kate.
Are you two,
Leave it, Phil.
I don't mind talking about it. I feel quite good about the whole thing since I had that date with Mandy. We seem to get on really well.
Let's talk about this on the way, shall we?
Do you think I should try asking her out again?
Definitely. Shall we go?
But do you think I'd have a chance?
Let's sit down and talk about this.
Or is that someone at the door?
No, I don't think so. Yes, it was.
Are you going to answer it?
No, you're much more important.
I'll get it.
No, really, Phil, don't bother. I want to talk to you about this.
You are the best friend that anyone could ever have. I really appreciate that.
Phil, please don't open that door.
It's no trouble. We're not with the murder weekend.
Sorry, there's no answer from her room.
Oh, I'm here. Is it the police? Was there much taken?
No, it's for Mrs. Williams.
My husband?
No, it's a child.
Hello? Samuel? Where's Daddy? No, listen to Mummy. Where's Daddy? He's what? How did he get locked in the cellar? Where's the key?
Happy with your room, Dr. Regis?
Will you please stop calling me Dr. Regis? I am not called Doctor.
Well, you are a doctor.
Yes, but a consultant is called Mr. Mr. Regis, that's what I have to be called. Everybody else in the hospital calls me that.
Everybody else? Well, you never told me.
Well, Diana...
Oh, thank you so very much for making me look a drooling lackwit for 11 months. See anybody else? Will you hurry them along?
Did you do what I said, darling? Push it right in. Yes, it will go. Right in. Now, jiggle it around. Come on.
If you ask me, those phone lines are a complete waste of money.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all for giving up your spare time to attend this session. Our first Team Relational Dynamics Weekend.
Did we have a choice?
It has been shown that prolonged concentration on personal interaction can have a very real benefit on building a team. And that is why I've brought you here, away from the distractions of work to this setting of calm and tranquility. To this setting of calm and tranquility, so that we can be together and work on our task-related role cohesion and transpersonal communication skills.
What exactly does that mean, Diana?
Well, I know that all of us already appreciate the unique personal skills of other members of our little team, don't we? Good. But we must learn to use each person's particular skills to best advantage to the whole team.
How are we going to practice this if we don't have any patients here?
That's a very good question, Dr. Brooke.
Is it?
In a moment, I shall be setting you a task. The object of the weekend's exercise is to complete the task as quickly as possible, using the talents of each member of the team most efficiently.
But I don't have any talents.
Yes, you do. We all have talents.
I don't.
Yes, you do, Phil. Diana said you asked a very good question. You're good at asking questions other people might be inhibited from. Other people might keep their questions to themselves. They might not come into a hotel room and blurt out a question they have no right to know the answer to because it is none of their business.
Yes. Now, why don't we go round the table and summarize what other talents we each may have to contribute to the task? Mrs. Williams.
Well, I've been nursing for nearly 15 years, and I've brought up 4 children.
Good. Experience. Dr. Jimson?
This is a complete waste of time as far as I'm concerned.
Excellent. Skepticism. Dr. Jimson will see the fault in any scheme. In my experience. Dr. Russell?
I'm sorry, Diana. I can't do this sort of thing. It makes me very nervous. I even had to give up brownies.
Good. Emotion. A very useful part of the consideration. And, of course, we all know what Mr. Regis has to offer.
Thank you, Diana.
Cold-blooded ruthlessness and a complete contempt for anybody's feelings in any way. I've arranged some Marks and Spencer's food for 5 over here.
What about you?
Oh, I shall be having a proper dinner in the restaurant. I hear they do an excellent steak tartare.
Great.
So, take your time. It's completely open-ended. And so, without further delay, I shall set the clock and reveal this.
It's an egg.
Oh, I thought it was a very small member of the Hare Krishna movement.
I'm sorry, Diana, I don't quite understand.
The task that lies before you is to transfer this egg to the ground beneath the window without breaking it, without leaving the room, and only using things to be found in here.
Why?
Because that is your task.
Why?
Because it is.
Why?
Stop asking those moronic questions and just get on with it.
Well, I'm going back to my room. I've got things to do.
What things?
Better things than moving an egg, okay?
Can we go then?
What was the point of staying here? It's totally pointless.
But she said we had to stay until we finished.
She can't make us do this. It's nonsense.
But she said we had to.
She's not our mother, Phil. I'm off.
Michael, you are not to leave us to do this.
What?
We all have to do it. Now sit down.
Or what?
What do you mean?
I mean, sit down or what?
Or there won't be any, you know.
Any what?
Oh, shut up, Phil. I've already warned you.
Sorry.
Michael, I mean it.
It's up to you. It's your decision. I'll find something else to do.
What does that mean?
Who knows?
Michael, you have to stay here with us and tackle the egg.
Bye.
Michael!
Oh, let the troublemaker go. He'll only be a hindrance to us anyway. He hasn't got the faintest idea how to do it.
You what?
You haven't got the tiniest notion, do you?
As a matter of fact, I can solve the whole thing.
Oh, yes, the day Satan buys a toboggan.
You want me to tell you?
Yes, we're all agog.
It's obvious.
What?
We boil it.
Boil it?
Yes, we boil the egg, obviously. Then we just drop it out the window. Can I go now?
What do we boil it in?
A saucepan.
Michael, there is no saucepan in here.
Well, we improvise. We just use a... we use it.
A microwave? Sorry.
So does our brilliant lateral thinker have any more suggestions of genius?
Well, I don't hear you coming up with any suggestions, Rex.
Perhaps if we could just...
Don't touch it!
What?
Don't touch it!
Why?
Don't break it!
Of course I won't break it.
Rex, please! Don't touch it just now, for me.
For you? What's that got to do with it?
Please, Rex. It would make me much calmer if you didn't touch it. I'm very anxious about it getting broken before we even start.
Oh. So you don't want me to do this?
No!
Or this? Or this?
Kate.
Oh, God, is it broken?
For God's sake, Rex.
The woman's a nervous wreck.
Well, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
I beg your pardon, Doctor.
Michael, don't.
Why was it Pauline finally showed you the door?
I don't think that's any concern of yours.
Well, I hear she's declined to call you a sadist for fear of being sued by the Marquis de Sade for defamation of character.
Well, at least I don't swagger around the hospital like some mastodon on heat.
If you weren't my so-called superior...
There's no need to use my position as a shield. We're not actually at work now.
Right. Outside.
Oh, God.
Outside, right now.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Oh, this is going to be so sweet.
What are you doing?
Keep out of this.
Phil, stop them.
Up to you.
Oh, scared I'll hit you from behind.
You can't even grow a proper beard. Scared of you.
Yes, me! You!
Scared
That's enough! Back to your seats, both of you. No! I do not have time to waste on this foolishness. My children are probably tearing the house apart as we speak, and I want to get this done and phone home.
He's starting it.
I don't care. I want you both to shake hands and say you're sorry.
What? You cannot be...
I can't hear you. Good. Now, I want everyone to think about the egg.
But not the
Kate! Have you forgotten what I know about your room? Think about the egg and say nothing unless it has something to do with a solution. Dr. Brooke.
Can I go to the toilet, please?
Check out. Yes, I changed my mind.
Well, nothing we did, I hope. No, just decided it'd be for the best. You'd like to sign that, please. Oh, could you make sure that Dr. Michael Jimson gets this message? Dr. Jimson, of course.
Are you sure those stitches will hold?
Well, let's see. Button repair kit can also be used for making impromptu egg parachutes. How should I?
Just leave it to us.
I think this might be a contender.
No, Rex, the egg will roll about in there.
Not if we pack it with napkins.
No, we need something more egg-sized. Something like this.
Well, what happens if we need to stitch it?
That never usually bothers you. Phil, can you have a look around? We're looking for something like this, but more...
You scum!
Well, we can always look for it ourselves.
Phil, what are you doing?
You lying, miserable bag of medical waste.
Dr. Brooke, that is not the kind of language I can tolerate from...
Shut up!
Phil, what's all this about?
You ask me what this is about. Well, maybe the answer is in this message. No wonder you weren't concerned that Kate's room was 3 floors away when you had your spare woman booked in for the night.
You see, I didn't book Mandy in. She...
Mandy!
Kate, well, I can explain.
Nurse, Mandy! Nurse, give me 3 pairs of those stockings and make them too short. Oh, sim for Dr. Mandy!
Oh, I give up.
Really, Kate, it's...
Keep away from me! And to think I was going to have sex with you tonight. What are you all looking at?
I really can't
Keep
explain.
back!
Kate.
Keep back or the egg gets it!
I think she means it.
Give me the egg.
Keep back!
Kate.
I'm warning you.
Kate.
One more step.
Give me that, Kate!
No!
What has been happening in here?
Diana, it is impossible to cooperate with these people. I refuse to waste any more time dealing with this bunch of unstable and feeble-minded idiots.
Once I agree with Rex. Some people's behaviour is beyond the pale.
It's worse than when my children had simultaneous chicken pox.
You think you can trust people, and then they let you down like this?
Phil, have you read this?
I don't need to read it.
She says she came here to see you. The only reason she wanted to see me was to tip me off about the test.
She did want to see me. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
What was that about the test?
It's a fake egg. It's not even possible to break it. Isn't that right, Diana?
Do you mean to say I have wasted an entire evening going through utter hell for the sake of a completely bogus egg?
The egg had nothing to do with the test. The test was how well we got on.
Well, I think you've all answered my question. Thank you all very much for participating.
Where are you going?
I have to make my report to the management team. Excuse me. I'm afraid I shall have to say that this group is totally dysfunctional and unable to operate in a crisis.
You can't say that.
But that's what you all told me. You said... Oh, for heaven's sake, stop this ridiculous overacting. You told me that... Is this man all right?
Temperature's up.
Pulse is threading.
What do you think?
I'll check the kitchens.
Well, how many victims are involved in this murder mystery? Hello? Are you all right down there?
What's acting, Diana? It's salmonella.
What?
I'll check my bag. I might have some codeine phosphate.
Cipro might be needed.
Have a look.
Hello, get me the ambulance service. We have a severe outbreak of
We'll eat the same
salmonella.
thing.
Check the room, see if anyone else has gone.
Right.
Should we warn the local hospital they may have to isolate?
I'll have a word with their A&E.
3 more have called down.
Tell us all in hand.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, it's all right, Diana. We're used to this.
So I see.
Well, I don't think you'll be writing that report that says we can't cope.
No, probably not. It all seems rather different in a real situation.
No, I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
Well, you know where salmonella comes from.
Salmon?
The usual medium of transmission is eggs, raw eggs.
Yes?
Well, I believe it's one of the main ingredients of steak tartare.
Sorry, that was the police. They got this address from a neighbour. I'm afraid there's been a burglary. They got away with quite a lot.
Don't take it too badly, Kate. It's just one of those things. Could have been my place.
It was. You didn't think I'd write down my own address on here, did you?